In the India-Pakistan match of 2023 ODI World Cup, each run scored has given the official broadcaster Disney Star a boost of $125,000 in advertising revenues only. So you can imagine how much money the match generates in total for the organizers from other revenue streams combined. With mainstream sports becoming multi-billion-dollar businesses, it's quite natural for an age-old derby where passion, politics and national identity collide would emerge as the game of the Wall Street.
This is more than just a cricket match.
Welcome to the channel and the story of the business of India-Pakistan cricket rivalry. There is hardly any doubt that the India-Pakistan contest is the biggest rivalry in cricket, at least in terms of the number of eyeballs it attracts. The Ashes has a good shout when it comes to history, but the politics and drama that surround the build-up to any India-Pakistan match these days is unmatched by almost anything else in sports. And a little bit of drama and toxicity are in fact good for business. But how much? Well, let's look at the numbers. We can get an idea of the amount of money being thrown at the match between these two South Asian rivals in the 2024 World Cup by just looking at the prices of the tickets. Officially, tickets were priced at 10 to 1,000 times more than other matches, and in the secondary market, tickets were going for as much as $175,000 US. For context, an unofficially bought ticket for NBA Finals would have cost you $24,000, or NFL Super Bowl would have been under $10,000. The difference is huge, but not just fans are paying such absurd sums, but also advertisers too. They have paid 4 to 5 times more than average rate of 10-second ad slots, which is even more than knockout matches. This just goes to show how much money everyone is willing to spend for that match. So you can imagine how much money is being made by the organizers. According to a report by the Federation of Indian Chambers of Commerce and Industry, the estimated revenue generated by India-Pakistan matches in the past 20 years is approximately $1.3 billion or 10,000 crore in Indian rupees. And remember, these nations haven't played any bilateral series in 17 years, barring one in 2012. It's just those matches in international tournaments. So a steep decline in the supply of the most exciting product of cricket meant huge demand. And organizers never forgot to milk the cash cow for all it's worth. Astronomical ticket prices and advertisement rates. On top of that, the amount of betting money involved in the game is so massive that it would make the gamblers some kind of saints. And this is what happens when more than 1.6 billion people get passionately and somewhat emotionally invested in a single match. Since the partition of 1947, India and Pakistan have been arch rivals, and the political enmity was bound to reflect on sports matches. Previously, it was predominantly field hockey. Now it is cricket. In the USA, there has been an appetite for cricket, and the cricket-crazy South Asian diaspora in the States represents an untapped market for the broadcasters. So having a matchup between cricket's greatest rivals in the biggest media and commercial market in the world might be the sweetest thing for the bank. Whether scheduling a reserved day just for the India-Pakistan match in the Asia Cup, or in the 2023 World Cup, hosting a special opening ceremony exclusively for this clash, it is clear how crucial this rivalry is for business. In fact, a huge chunk of the revenue comes just from this match. So the decision makers are happy, stakeholders too, but the real problem begins here. You see, ICC has become too dependent on India and Pakistan, or to be precise, on India, for not only this clash but also other matches. For instance, some of the T20 World Cup 2024 matches have been scheduled during subcontinental prime time. Half of the knockout matches and a few group stage matches are being played in the morning in the Caribbean islands or the USA. The stands were pretty much empty because not many can afford to attend a match at 10:30 AM in weekdays. But that's not gonna matter much for the broadcasters or ICC. Why? Because subcontinental viewers can watch it during the evening. The Indian market contributes nearly 80% of the total revenue of the ICC. The primary reason being more than 1 billion people from a single country rooting for one sport. So more viewers means thriving business, and that's what they precisely want. From a commercial perspective, it is quite natural that you'd give your biggest stakeholders some kind of leverage. But critics and fans have questioned the integrity and fairness of the game. They feel that the game is being favored towards the BCCI and Indian audience, and that's gonna hurt the game in the long run. The 2024 World Cup was specifically organized in the USA and West Indies for growing the game, but fans believe the conveniences of local viewers often been ignored and subdued.
The ICC has faced a lot of flack from fans regarding this. The timing needs to be kept, keeping viewership in mind, and every match cannot have different timings. But that's what's required to appease the biggest stakeholders of the game, one of whom happen to be fans.
Whatsoever, the India-Pakistan rivalry is always a spectacle of sports, and no matter what happens on the pitch, the match guarantees record-breaking viewership. 2024 World Cup might have had some underwhelming start, but few matches do capture the attention, and this is certainly one of them.
In the air, gone! Not that in. Kohli goes down the ground. Kohli goes out of the ground.
While ICC is trying to draw wider global attention to the sport ahead of its inclusion in the 2028 Los Angeles Olympics, the Super Bowl on steroids might be the perfect advertisement for cricket's global expansion.